I don't know who's going to run for president as the anti-Trump candidate in 2028, but I do know that the No Kings organizers are going to end up being the people that run that campaign. If I was running for president and I thought that my target demographic, like the people who would be most likely to vote for me, would be literally anyone who hates Trump for literally any reason, all I would need to do to launch a very efficient national level campaign with deadly ground game would be to contact Indivisible and say, hey, can you push out an email to everybody who organized all the No Kings protests back in 2026? Hey, Indivisible, in September, right before the election, I want there to be a nationwide door knocking campaign in my favor. Indivisible says, okay, no problem. Indivisible will just have to email out like, hey, here's the talking points, here's the dates that we want to do this. And the ground level organizers are going to be able to say, okay, here's how we're going to do it. We got to make sure that we do this on a weekend when Viv has the van. So it can't be that Saturday. It could be the other Saturday. We'll all meet up first at the parking lot behind the Lowe's in the back corner by that one light that kind of blinkies, because that way it's an easy walk over to the Tim Hortons where we can all use the bathroom before we start. And if you don't understand why that sort of ground level ability and knowledge is critical, then I know for a fact that you have never actually participated in a real political campaign. And I would doubt that you've ever organized a birthday party either. I absolutely agree with the criticism that the No Kings protests are not really protests. They're like rallies and parades, right? Because there's no amount of people who can show up to these things and it's going to like change Donald Trump's mind, right? Like there's no reality where Donald Trump is going to wake up one morning and be like, wait, how many people went to the No Kings this time? 10 million? Wow, I really ought to get my act together. But if you are seriously telling me that regularly occurring rallies and parades that are centered around kind of a loose set of political ideologies that are happening everywhere across the country with thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of people in attendance doesn't sound like an opportunity to you, then you are not cut out for political organizing. Like, this shit doesn't even have to be complicated, right? Like, last year, I was helping out organizing one of the Gaza marches here in Buffalo. And I went to the Big No Kings, and my sign that I held up said, see me for information about the Gaza march. And I got like 25 people signed up right there, just standing in one place. I'm putting it out as a challenge to you. Yes, you, right? You who thinks that they are a creative person, you who thinks that they are a politically motivated person, you who thinks that you're a person who really honestly wants to do the work. Come up with a thing that you can do at the next upcoming No Kings rally in your area that will put at least 2 or 3 people who are in attendance there on the path toward becoming more involved people. I'll give you a free one. At the next No Kings, you make a sign that says, come to me to check your voter registration. And when the person walks over to you, you've already printed out a QR code kind of on a big sheet of paper. You should put it on a clipboard so it's not flopping around in the wind, right? You hold it up, the person boops the QR code, and it takes them to the voter lookup page for your state. And you can walk the person through how to look up, check their registration, make sure they're good to vote. Then you can tell the person, like, hey, this is when the primaries are happening, this is when the midterms are, get in a conversation with them about the candidates that are going to be running at the time. And then before that person leaves, you say to them, hey, make sure when you get home, everybody who lives at the house that you live at, you walk them through the same thing. You also, right? You also, stranger, you go look up everybody's voter registration. When you go into work, encourage your work buddies to look up their voter registration, right? Turn that person into a voter registration checking machine, right? That's operating in your community. And make sure they know too, like, oh, the address is wrong. Oh, I want to switch parties. Make sure that you've already done the research and that you can tell them this is how you do it. You can do it by mail. You can do it online. You can do it at the County Board of Registration. And here's the address for the County Board of Electors. Boom, right there. You do that, right? Like if you're the type of person who, the No Kings is not achieving anything. I agree. So get off your ass and make it achieve some things.